last week was an interesting time for Desus and Mero. They're doing great things.
Man.
The Bodega Boys podcast is lit. Number one late night talk show on television. They're fucking Viceland up. Currently touring.
Yeah, the brand is strong.
Saying? The brand is
the
very
brand
brolic.
is brolic.
So they appeared on The Breakfast Club last week to promote all of the
the tour thing, yeah, all the things
of their career right now, and immediately, right after Breakfast Club morning show, whatever the fuck it is, DJ Envy says, he called them like dickhead and pussy or something like that.
He introduced them as dickhead and pussy,
and then it was like, okay, what is going on? Right. So apparently, DJ Envy felt some kind of way because Desus and Mero on their show discussed a segment where Envy and his wife, I believe her name is Gia, appeared on The Real, and they were discussing a difficult time in their marriage, which was when DJ Envy cheated on her with Erica Mena. So
very hard time.
Which I forgot about the exact. Like I forgot that he had like gone on the radio and like apologized to her and all this stuff, whatever. But during the Desus and Mero show, they're watching it, and Desus says something like, "Okay, G is saying that she didn't expect it and all this stuff because they were so great and blah blah."
When
blah.
they were on The Real,
they were on The Real, and Envy said, "You know, I was Rashad at home. I think that's his name, but I was DJ Envy in the streets." And Gia says, "I didn't know Envy. I knew Rashad." And Desus pauses it and says, "Like, she knew them DJ Envy checks though." Nah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what he says.
Yep, just like that.
So after being called dickhead and pussy, DJ Envy said that he felt that they both owed his wife an apology for that comment.
A mess.
Desus gave him the apology.
He did. Better than me.
I told the nigga. I said never. Of course, Charlamagne is sitting there antagonizing him because why wouldn't you? I mean, I would have done the same thing, to be honest with you. But at some point, while they're still kind of talking, joking about it, Envy gets up and walks out of the studio. This became a whole thing, which when I got to the studio last week, y'all were watching it on your phone, but it hadn't aired.
Right, it hadn't aired. The interview itself hadn't aired, so I didn't want to talk about it. Be like, hey guys, I just saw something that hasn't come out yet, but it's so crazy. But I was just watching the video last week, like, my nigga, do you realize how fucking stupid you look right now?
It was so dumb.
Or, first of all, you pressed Desus specifically, but you pressed the both of them over a throwaway comment that was not even shade towards your wife. It really wasn't. She know them DJ Envy checks. It's simply facts. And we all know that about y'all because you niggas are anything but humble with your money. Anything but. This nigga does like 12 days of Christmas and buys her an Escalade and a pony and diamond rings and all type of, like, y'all was just doing all that shit.
But when you're running around cheating on her.
All the time, it's something about money, clothes, bags, fashion, rich, superfly, all this, sophisticated and chic, all that. But when somebody else brings up the fact that you have money, now all of a sudden it's shade towards your wife. It just is what it is. She wouldn't be able to do all that and act like that if not for the money that you have through work and whatever that settlement thing was and all that bullshit. I don't even know the details. Like, it just is what it is. She does know them DJ Envy checks. It wasn't, you took it away because you felt threatened about that. That was something in you that felt insecure. But that comment by itself, especially when you put it up next to all the other comments that have been made about this situation, you look even more stupid. And then you got up and walked out the studio like a little bitch. I cackled. It's still funny. I still go back and watch the video like, you really did this. You look dumb.
My thing was, okay, first of all, you're in the business in one way or another of entertainment, commentary, et cetera, jokes, blah, 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 blah. In the very same segment on The Real, Envy says, like, you know, I felt horrible. I was like losing my life because she held me down. She was never, you know, she didn't care about my money. She didn't care about this, blah, blah, blah. So you've already stated that she never cared about your money.
We know
everybody knows that y'all were together since you were 4 or whatever, and all of that great stuff. Not to mention, Desus Mero's show is a comedy show. It's a comedy late night show. Everybody knows they tell jokes. And he even said, like, oh, she knew them Envy checks. I don't know. Like, it was so obviously a joke, and such a light joke in comparison to other things.
To all the things
that could have been said.
The things I said.
Not to mention, like, what really frustrated me more about him, like, pressing them for an apology over that obvious ass joke is that y'all have sat in that studio at Power and made jokes and also said dead serious stuff that's way worse. Young M.A. came in there. You, DJ Envy, basically asked her why she dressed like a man. Does she have a dick? Why do people deep throat strap-ons?
Don't worry about what we do.
Like,
mind your business.
Are you one of them lesbians that like don't like to be touched or whatever, or don't like to be like the most ridiculous, offensive questions that don't have nothing to do with Young M.A.'s music or whatever else. You sat in the studio when Lil Duval was in there making jokes about killing trans women and then fake apologized for that the following day or whatever.
Right.
Like, calm the fuck.
Right.
On. And those are always jokes and but we didn't say and but this and and all of this shit. Y'all, you and your wife have a podcast together. Right. Your wife, when I watched The Real, I've never listened to their podcast, but when I watched the clip on The Real, I was like, well, she seems like, you know, just a sweet woman who probably isn't prepared for like people to make comments about her. But then I saw a clip of her on The Breakfast Club talking about that 12 Days of Christmas shit. And there was a part where he said to her, like, please clear up that I don't like 9.5 inch dildos in my ass or whatever. And she was like, he doesn't like 9.5 inch dildos in his ass. He likes them to be 10 inches. He's a real man or whatever. So I was like, so she has a sense of humor. Right. She understands jokes. Okay. Maybe just when they're directed at him and not her. I don't know. Maybe he felt more but my thing is like,
a mess.
That was just so dumb. You made the whole entire situation worse. I didn't even know that you went up on the fucking reel and was talking about cheating on your wife or whatever. I know you cheated on your wife. That's not a big shocker or whatever, but you just like highlighted and intensified the situation and tried to press these two very clear comedians. And then when they go on their show and roast you, which they were clearly going to do, and you knew they were going to do
you really set it up.
Then you're talking about, I wish they would have kept that same energy to my face. What face? They were looking at an empty chair. You left the room. There was nobody to talk to. Right. Furthermore, why the fuck would I give it to you on your show when I have my own platform that makes me money? I'm going to read you on my shit.
Right.
That was just so dumb.
You're the dumbass coming for these two for no fucking reason, pressing them over nothing. For me, the best part was when Charlamagne was like, y'all need to go outside. And Mero was like, I mean, I got my Spanx on.
I'm ready for whatever.
I was like, yo, these niggas don't give a fuck. Like, they're being very diplomatic right now. I saw when you went on their show and then the extended part, and Desus was like, you know, I was just trying to keep it cute and not fuck up my money and all that. I get that. I do. But Envy didn't deserve no apology because y'all didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing that disrespected his wife. At all. You know what was disrespectful to Gia? You fucking around with Erica Mena. That was disrespectful. But like I said on Twitter, niggas hate for anybody to disrespect their wives but them. They can do any fucking thing they want to with their wife and handle the repercussions later or not at all or half-assed all they want to. But let somebody else say something that they might perceive to be a slight against them and it's an issue. And it's not even really that it's a slight against her. I feel like DJ Envy was in his feelings because it sounded like she wouldn't be with me if not for the money, which I don't think anybody is saying that she didn't love your ass way before you had money, but it's a lot easier to deal with a nigga's dumb shit when you ain't got to worry about rent and bills and shit like that and you get to live the way that lady does.
You saw Kobe Bryant's wife sitting next to him at the Oscars.
With that rock. rubbing on his back like, woo, woo, woo. Me and my diamond gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's a lot easier to deal with dumb shit when you have millions, nigga. It is. So you just need to accept the fact that not only did you cheat on your wife, y'all keep talking about it. Y'all are the ones going on this press tour talking about the infidelity whenever the fuck you feel like it. Nobody was even thinking about Desus and Mero and that comment till Envy brought it up.
It would have never
fucking body
been brought up again.
And so
it
now,
wasn't that deep.
Erica Mena's in her feelings like, well, let me go holler at Desus and Mero.
Right.
And
Now you've made it so much worse.
Now you have made it worse. And I know there's the argument of, well, maybe his wife put him up to it and she pressed him over that and she really wanted him to do all that.
I really don't even feel like that. But
I don't feel like it is either. But if so, guess what? You just got to take this fucking L then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you work at a radio station where y'all do this every
y'all disrespect women all the time. Let's not talk about what happened when y'all had Janet Mock on the show and we had to sit here and cuss y'all the fuck out for like 20 minutes during the read. Y'all are constantly disrespectful. And Angela Lee, God bless her. I don't know.
Whole heart.
I don't even. She's sitting up here really trying to, well, y'all know he's upset and it's just like, that's his wife. You know, it's like a line and you don't cry.
They ain't try to defend you like this when K Michelle cussed your ass out.
Okay, first of all, girl, you be riding for these niggas, Charlamagne and Envy, in a way that they do not ride for you on that show. But that's your business. You can do whatever the fuck you want to.
I'm just saying.
What's more important is that y'all sit up there and disrespect women, talk to women crazy. DJ Envy talks to women crazy on air, women who work at Power, women who are working right there in the studio. DJ Envy talks to women crazy. And it ain't me just saying that. Like, you can go listen to The Breakfast Club and hear it for your damn self. And yet somebody said something that was not even disrespectful about his wife, and he took it to that point, the point of getting up and walking out. Nigga,
if your wife told you that she was super upset and she wanted an apology from them, you should have told her,
I miss.
You're in the same business that I'm in.
Right.
And people are going to make comments about us that we not always going to like, and we're going to have to keep our chin up.
You should have said, no, babe, that's going to make it that much worse because these niggas are professional clowns. They're going to clown the fuck out of me. Then they're going to go on their show and clown the shit out of me again. And then everybody else on the internet, because The Breakfast Club is like, it's the urban shit. Like, black people just fucks with it. Niggas is gonna be talking about it. You're gonna bring all this back up again anyway when it all could have been avoided. But that's too much like right. I just can't with niggas. It made no sense.
It was just so stupid.
It made no sense. When Desus went on their show and was like, if a host can walk away and the interview still go on, maybe y'all got too many hosts. I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
that was deep.
I felt that.
See, now you made it ugly.
See,
it was
now
such a lighthearted joke.
It was nothing. It was like this
so
was like,
simple.
Are you serious? Like, he was confused.
Yeah, I would have been too. Honestly,
I just can't believe, like,
because when you think of all of the ugly things that you've possibly said about however many people, and you're just like, this is what I'm getting.
I'm trying to imagine somebody that I have barely said anything about pressing me over their comment when I have dragged the fuck out of people like Taylor Swift and K Michelle and I don't know, white people in general. Like, the thought of anybody else coming to me on some dumb shit is just like, do you know how bad I can get? Like, it was literally nothing. This is nothing. If I wanted to disrespect your wife, you would have addressed this months ago. You bringing this up now, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. And yet you're still acting like this. And you think you look like a tough guy by going after them like this, and all you look is dumb as fuck. You look like an old nigga who do not know when to say when. It was just so dumb. Even after Desus apologized, if you really felt away, you should have just been like, I appreciate that. Let's move on. Talk about, your tour. You going to all 5 boroughs in the city. What's up with that? But no, you couldn't be an adult
you
about
thought
it.
They called
you
her
had to be a little bitch.
Or like... Or
what
just
a
completely
violated
her, or like,
and Charlamagne just cackling the whole time.
I would have been too, because it was so. He looked like, wait, what?
He was like, "Yo, turn the camera on, turn the camera on, get the empty chair."
Like,
oh, God only knows how many more listeners, how many more viewers, how many more tickets Desus and Mero are gonna sell now because of you. When they hit that next tax bracket. And they say, shout out to DJ Envy. Like, it was the exact opposite of the effect I'm sure you wanted to have, but you just didn't want to think things through. You wanted to be a nigga about it.
Of Uma Thurman, learn how to attack intelligently, Vivica.
Okay. Because what you're doing right now is doing nothing but hurting you.